What's up, everybody? Welcome back. I know that we said we probably weren't going to do too many more of these shows before the NFL season came, but there's so much news, man. It's been crazy.
No, off the hook.
The first thing we're going to talk about is something that's in the news and that made us do the show was this Lakers trade for AD.
Which took place a day after the last show.
A day after the last show.
So we got that.
We got the NBA draft, which was yesterday. That was pretty cool. We have what the Wizards are going to do about Bradley Beal.
Ain't no one going to fix what's going on with the Wizards.
Not at all. Not at all. And we have, our famous heroes and zeros. So stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
Hit the intro, baby.
Loud.
Okay, baby, you know the drill as always. He's Dave.
He's Dave.
Welcome back to the Sports Rant post NBA draft. Of course, we have to lead off with more drama
From
in Laker
Land,
Nation the day after we did the last show.
Big news.
The very thing we were talking about. AD got traded to LA. But when you look at what the whole package is, it's more proof that Rob Pelinka and the Lakers don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy, son. It's pretty crazy. Why don't you go ahead and say what it is they got?
So first of all,
we know what the Lakers got.
We know what the Lakers. They got AD.
They got AD,
which
is Anthony Davis.
Nothing else.
Unibrow.
All right, he gonna need to wax that shit in LA. All right, so on Saturday, June 15th, Lakers and Pelicans agreed to the following trade. Obviously, we just said AD went to LA. The Pelicans got Brandon Ingram, Josh Hart, Lonzo Ball, 3 future first-round picks, which included the number 4 pick last night. We'll get into that a little bit further.
Unprotected, by the way.
Unprotected, thank you.
Going in like raw porn sex.
And those 2 other first-round picks are in 2021 and 2024. 2021 is an unprotected pick. Furthermore, they can swap their picks in 23 and 25. This is all for one player. Okay? Now, the Lakers, after this tremendous fuck up, only left themselves with $23 million worth of cap space. And here's the beautiful part of it.
How many players?
Including Anthony Davis and LeBron James.
Right.
They currently have 6 players on the roster that are under contract for the following season.
How many you need? 15, right?
12. You need 12. You should have 15, but you need 5 on the court at all times, and you need 7 on the bench at least. Okay? They got jack shit. All right? You want to know who else they got? Aside from Kyle Kuzma, this is the rest of the Lakers roster.
Because that's why they think that they came out like a fat rat in the Cheesecake Factory.
Oh.
Because Kyle Kuzma's still on the team.
No, Kyle Kuzma is going to be a nice player. We have to wait and see if he's going to ever be an all-star, but I'll definitely take him over Lonzo at this stage of his career. That being said, Mo Wagner, which was their 2018 draft pick, he's gone. All right? The man averaged 10.3 minutes per game and scored 4.8 points per game.
Right.
All right? Then there's Isaac Bonga. All right? The man averaged just around 5.5 minutes per game and less than a point per game. Just under a point per game.
Just under a point.
And then Jamario Jones, 23.8 minutes per game, 4.5 points. 23.8 minutes, okay? At 4.5 points per game. What are you doing with that? What are you doing with these 3 guys? Absolutely nothing. These are the guys that get sit at the end of the bench and hardly ever get in the game. That's number one. So you have all that right there. That all went down on Saturday. Mm-hmm. Then come Wednesday.
Wait a second. Wednesday is how many days after Saturday? Let's count.
4.
Sunday,
1,
Monday,
2,
Tuesday,
3,
Wednesday.
4.
4 more days. And they say, Lakers say what? Oops.
Lakers went, we don't have enough money.
Didn't realize it back then when they made the fucking dumbass trade.
And this is my interpretation of Rob Pelinka calling Dave Griffin. Hey, hello, Dave. Can we renegotiate this trade? We don't have any money left. Fucking prick. I mean, how? This goes to show you how bad shit is run with the Lakers right now. That you chased out, in essence, Magic. That's how fed up Magic was. He just fucking up. I'm gone. All right. And everybody wants to make it seem like Rob Pelinka's this great guy, that Magic didn't know what he was doing. Well, guess what? As much as that may be true as well, Rob Pelinka definitely doesn't know what he's doing.
Clearly.
You're a fucking agent.
Clearly.
Okay? Why would an agent not know what is in the current NBA collective bargaining agreement?
Seems to be that would be the thing he would be most knowledgeable about.
Especially if you're going to try to pull off a trade like this, you got to know your roster's gutted because all last year you had a bunch of one-and-dones as far as your contracts were concerned. All right? Stevenson's a one-and-done. Rondo was a one-and-done. The dude that they brought in from Phoenix. Your former man with the Knicks.
Tyson Chandler.
Tyson Chandler was a one-and-done. All right? Part-time rental, not even that. Not even one-and-done. He was a renter player.
Yeah, he shouldn't even be in the league
He's
by now.
out of there. So
right.
what are you doing? Mike Beasley, one-and-done. You have no one on the roster and only $23 million to fill this shit. Now, that's not saying that the Lakers can't get some decent players, but you ain't getting another max player. Not for 23. Not with the guys that are out there.
You're not getting a decent player.
No.
You are unless they decide they want to take a huge pay cut just to play with the likes of King, Bron, and Unibrow. You're not getting a decent player.
No, and I'm sorry, but let me just finish one point. The only two players that would have made sense for the Lakers, if they had max money, would have been Kemba and Jimmy Butler. But you ain't got max money. And those two cats definitely ain't taking a pay cut after watching the ship go by. Everybody else getting paid these last few years. Those two guys want their money.
Especially Kemba. And Kemba Walker, crazy, said he would take a discount, but only for Charlotte.
Yes,
right,
which I respect that.
How could you not?
Okay.
How could you not? But they don't got no plan in Charlotte. Go ahead.
All right. So, but again, Pelinka, eat a dick. All right, because you running this franchise further into the ground, and regardless of whether Kawhi Leonard decides to go to the Clippers or not, because he definitely ain't going to the Lakers. Who are you planning on getting? Al Horford opted out of his contract with Boston, but Al Horford's looking for at least a 4-year deal for max dollars.
And he opted out of $30 million.
30.
Where the fuck you think you're gonna get $30 million from Al Horford?
Look at it. But it's not even talking about what's going on in Al Horford's mind. Al Horford turned down 30 for 1 year. You got 23 for the rest of next season.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. How do you expect? That was my exact point. How do you expect to get decent players when Al Horford just opted out of his $30 million deal? What's the dude from Milwaukee, Middleton?
Middleton.
He opted out of $13 million. They trying to get paid. What do you think is gonna? What do you think you were gonna do with $23 million?
Yeah. And I love that there was a suggestion that said that the Lakers might try to get rid of the three remaining guys on their bench. In essence, leaving them with three guys on the roster. Okay, in order to get more cap space. And then on top of that, attempt to purchase other teams' second-round picks. Because apparently those don't count against the cap. And I looked it up and that's actually true. But, okay, let's just say they tried that. How many second-round picks you think are going to help your squad? You got AD, you got LeBron, and then you got average. But guess what? At some point, AD and LeBron need to sit and catch their fucking breath. Unless you plan on playing these cats 48 minutes a game,
which you can't do.
Because
AD gets hurt.
Thank
and
you.
LeBron spent half the season hurt last year.
And LeBron is going to be 35.
Yeah.
It's just physics. Your body can't handle it after a while. What do you think's going to happen? You think you're going to start them? You're going to rest them for 5 minutes max in the game? What do you think the bench is going to do? Squat. They're going to give up massive amounts of points. They ain't going to be able to guard anybody. They ain't going to be able to stop anyone. They ain't going to be able to score themselves.
Yep.
This franchise is completely lost.
I didn't think it was a good trade. I thought that the Lakers gave up way too much. They couldn't have been nobody else. They couldn't have been anybody else who were offering nearly the haul that you were offering. So you were gambling against yourself.
That's number one. But number two, more importantly, when you already had, and again, this is where AD and his own agent, Rich Paul, the great Rich Paul that won all these awards, this is where they shot themselves in the foot as far as what this team potentially, as of right now, can do over the next 2 seasons.
Right.
Because guess what? Right now, you have no one else. You don't have money to get anyone else. Which means next year, you're not going to have money to get anybody else. Because guess whose contract is up after next year, after this season? AD. So, you're either going to re-sign him now, or you're going to re-sign him next year for a max deal. You got LeBron on the books for this year, next year at least. If he decides to opt in on year 4, that's even less money you got. Let's focus on another thing. Like Dave said, no one else really had a shot at Anthony Davis. So if the Pelicans were asking for the world, which is essentially what they got, why would you give it up when AD's going to be a free agent next season?
Yeah, they got the world.
You wouldn't have to give up shit. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's like Melo. It's like the Melo deal.
Exactly like the Melo situation.
Except the draft picks. It's like the Melo situation.
It's actually worse than the Melo situation in a
is.
way, because at least you had a starting 5.
Yeah.
Okay? That happened mid-season. You didn't leave yourself that shortchanged, and you still made the playoffs.
Yeah, but what I mean is, like, you should have waited until free agency.
Absolutely, they should have waited. But
like they would try. You didn't even let them get desperate.
No,
they were already they were already backed into a corner. He had backed him into the corner with that dumbass T-shirt. Mm-hmm. That's all, folks.
Yep.
He knew it was over. They had to get him out of there, and you had the most to give.
And Rich Paul didn't help nothing either by informing Boston he has absolutely he wasn't going to re-sign an extension there. It's not worth trading for him.
Exactly.
He wants to be in LA. So guess what? Then the Knicks, who are also trying to see if they could trade for him, they're hearing that. Well, fuck, if he ain't staying in Boston, and Boston right now has a better chance of making the playoffs this year than we do, the fuck we going to trade the farm from this guy? They shot themselves in the foot.
Yeah, that was just stupid, man. That was just dumb. Now, speaking for the Pelican side, all right, they in the money.
Like a fucking fat rat.
They got potentially starting next season.
Mm-hmm.
Zion running the 5, Brandon Ingram running the 4, Drew Holiday running the 3, Eton Moore or Josh Hart running the 2,
mm-hmm.
and Lonzo running the 1.
And who's the cat that they picked up from Atlanta when they shipped the 4th pick over there? Okay, no, my bad, my mistake. The Pelicans sent Solomon Hill along with the 4th round pick for the 3 picks they got in return from the Hawks. But in sending Solomon Hill, the Pelicans shed enough cap room to allow themselves a max player of their own.
Which I'm not sure they're going to get one. Well, one that's worthy of it. You can just throw out titles,
right?
But they still have the money.
They got the money, and they can allocate that money more smartly than the Lakers.
Well,
even if they don't get a top tier free agent, you can get a couple of second tiers that'll help your team get over the hump and get to the playoffs before the Lakers.
Especially with your strong roster, with your stronger roster now.
And the key here for Pelicans is if Brandon Ingram stays healthy. Brandon Ingram stays healthy, that's the key. That's the key that wins this for the Pelicans in the long run. It's not just getting Zion and getting the extra picks.
Right.
Brandon Ingram. He gets over those blood clots, it never becomes an issue again.
Yeah. Well, I told you what I thought about that. I think he's done. I don't think he just get over blood clots.
Right now,
like
from
that.
what I understand, he's cleared. So
he's
if
cleared.
He's
right
healthy.
this,
If
right
he's healthy,
second.
my fingers are crossed because
Right.
I think he has a hot ceiling.
You better have him take the bus to different game.
All right, so that's it on the Lakers, unless something other shit pops off, which
it might.
It might.
Who knows? So, yesterday was the NBA draft. Okay, now, what aspect do you want to talk about first? You want to talk about how dumb the NBA draft is, and with the hats and shit, or you want to save that for later?
You know what? No, let's do that first, and then we go into
Okay.
our respective teams.
Okay, so yesterday, I'm watching the draft, and the 4th pick comes up, right? So I'm expecting this guy to wear Pelicans hat.
Not even the fact that he's wearing it. It's the fact that the fucking Titantron or whatever you want to call it says the Lakers are on the clock.
Why? How are the Lakers on the clock when they
you.
traded their pick? Now, from evidently, what has happened is, the league, the NBA, they have a tight program. All right, so when free agents can officially sign, teams can negotiate with agents July the 1st.
Right.
They can officially sign July the 8th. This is called the July moratorium. And when it's when the league reviews the revenue from the previous season and officially sets the salary cap. Now, I have no problem with the moratorium, but you should have the draft after that. Or what you should do is have the moratorium, make that not weigh so heavily in terms of the draft. For example, you know that the Pelicans traded picks with the Lakers. Show that during the draft. Why are you having these kids take pictures with hats on the teams they're never going to go to? Why are you confusing the consumer and saying that this team is picking when this team no longer has the pick? You know how many picks the Nets had yesterday? Supposedly, they had 4 or 3. They didn't have any.
Yeah.
Why would you confuse people like that?
Yeah, I didn't get that at all last night.
I don't understand that.
I'm sitting at home and I'm watching right after R.J. Barrett is picked, and right on the stage, the Laker insignia comes up, and I'm sitting there going, whoa.
Yeah.
Well, what about the trade? Not just the trade that the Lakers made with New Orleans, but then you already knew at this point New Orleans had swapped that
With
pick
the Hawks
to Atlanta. So, as far as I'm concerned, if the trade's already been agreed upon between the two teams, all right, fine. You may have to wait for that moratorium. Fine, rules are rules. But again, like he said, you can't confuse the people that are A, in attendance, and B, watching at home, because Lakers insignia should not have been up at all last night.
Exactly.
You traded away the pick. It's not your pick no more.
And neither should have been the Brooklyn Nets.
No.
I don't understand how they dropped the ball on that one.
Yeah, that was a huge fuck up. I'd like to hear some explanation from the NBA. I doubt we'll get it.
Well, the explanation is all, like I said, their league year starts at a certain time, but that's dumb.
It is.
That's dumb. And what is the league the commissioner's name for the NBA?
Adam Silver.
Adam Silver.
Yes, I had to grab my ear.
For those people who watch Harry Potter, looks like a house dwarf. One of the people that you give
what's that?
the sock to.
No,
and
what's that old dish? You look like a car with his doors open coming down the fucking block.
Yeah, you look crazy, sir.
Yo.
He looks like he's still a virgin.
I will say this. I like Adam Silver and his approach to running the NBA.
I do too.
Okay.
But he's just a weird looking guy.
He
Am
is.
I wrong?
He is.
All right. I don't want to be. I don't want to be foul or something like that, or be non-guyish judging another guy's looks. I didn't say he was ugly. I just said he was a strange-looking guy. I wouldn't trust him personally.
What? He looks like he should be a Bond villain, but not like a Bond villain now. Like a Bond villain from the old Connery Bond movies.
Yeah, with a weird fucking animal or something. Yeah. Strange-looking guy, man. Always thought that. I just wanted to put that in there.
All right, man. So
the draft, right?
Your Knicks pick number 3. Obviously,
we start for the top. We start for the top.
We know Zion. We know Zion. Everyone knew Zion was going number 1.
And he didn't embarrass himself with that stupid ass fucking outfit.
No,
I thought he had a decent looking outfit on.
And I like the way they kept comparing his outfit to LeBron's outfit when LeBron was drafted in 2003. You know, there was a slight resemblance in the overall color of the suit and the style of the suit.
Right.
Maybe say the what do you call it? The lapel.
Right.
Right. That was different, but other than that, I was feeling it. He was rocking it, white head to toe.
Usually I want to talk about this stuff, but since nowadays you got guys like Zeke Elliott who wears midriffs and guys
what about that kid Hero?
With the crazy star
looked like he was wearing the fucking house curtains and shit. I don't know, man. I hope his game is much better than his style choice. But
wait, hold on. Then you have Darius Garland, who looks like the Holy Man.
I'll see if I can put up a better pick.
1998. What's his name? Eddie Murphy. He looks crazy.
Oh God, the Holy Man.
Yeah, that's he looks like he's wearing a Holy Man outfit. Go ahead.
That was a seriously unfunny movie.
It had its moments.
Yeah, but you know.
It had its moments.
Give me Distinguished Gentleman over that.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Okay.
All right.
Back on NBA.
Back to this.
Okay, so
we got R.J. Barrett.
You got R.J. Barrett.
Right.
Which, I like that. I like it. You may not have won the lottery, but R.J. Barrett is a great player.
Solid
I think he's going to be a good player. Look, last year in North Carolina, with Duke, my apologies. By the way, it's already kicking in.
Yo.
Maker's Mark.
I don't know what the fuck is in that shit.
Jesus
Christ.
This shit is kicking.
Oh my God.
So last year, with Duke, 22.6 points per game, 4.3 assists, 7.6 rebounds, and from the field, shot 45%. Now, he's got to work on his 3-pointers, but I'll take 45% because guess what? You got a cat in Philly right now who everybody thinks the world of, ain't got no fucking jump shot.
Yeah, he got to work with his left hand, too.
Okay. Yes, he does.
His left hand's pretty meager.
It is.
And I didn't like how in the tournament, I used to watch him disappear from games from time to time.
He did.
You know, but I say this, after, I don't watch college basketball like you know.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I was hyped to see, you know, this dude, Zion or whatever. And after those first couple of Duke games, I was more impressed with R.J. Barrett. Now, you know, the season went on, and it became unquestioned that Zion was the number 1 pick.
Oh, yeah.
To me and anybody who got fucking eyes. But I wasn't mad. I can't get mad that we got R.J. Barrett. I can't get mad at that.
R.J. going to be a solid player for the next few years to come. You got the right coach in place.
And he seems like he has a good foundation on him.
He does, and he wants to be here.
I think that's bullshit. I think he just wanted to get picked.
I'm feeling
third.
I'm feeling he wants to be here.
I don't believe that. I think if somebody else was in the third spot, he'd have been like, "Oh, my great grandfather was a Spurs fan. Get the fuck out of here." No, he wasn't.
All right. So your next pick at 3, I had to wait to number 7 for my Bulls.
Right.
And if you recall, I forget if it was 2 weeks ago when I said if I had to pick, I said I would go with Kobe White.
Right.
Okay. Now, granted, I called him something else on the show, but that's because the liquor was kicking in. I think it was Hennessy. But I didn't correct myself in typo underneath. Got Kobe White. I like Kobe White. Okay. Kobe White is a versatile player. In the matchups with Duke, this kid showed up big time defensively, stealing balls left and right. And just so you know his 2019 numbers: 16.1 points per game, just over 4 assists per game, 3.5 rebounds per game, shot 42% from the field, and also averaged a little over a steal a game. Okay,
and he's 6'5".
And he's 6'5". Okay, I like his style. I think he's going to be big for the Bulls in the future.
I thought he had tremendous. The games I watched with him, he had handle. It seemed like he got from one place to the other in record speed. I to be honest with you, I thought that you guys had. He's gonna make the biggest, not the biggest impact, but I thought he was the best fit out of the whole draft. I thought he was a great fit for you guys.
And it's going to be nice to see how they fit him into that offense.
Right.
I like the Hawks pick at number 4.
Wait, I ain't finished popping my collar about the Knicks draft. I ain't finished popping my collar.
Okay.
We got my man.
Here
we go, buddy.
There we go.
Here you go.
There we go.
We got my man Ignas Brazdeikis.
Okay. Number 2.
In the second round.
Yes.
All right. Turns out this guy is a forward from Lithuania who moved to Chicago, who moved to Canada.
Wait a minute. Lithuania? Didn't you just get rid of someone?
No. I thought that too. No.
I know he's Lithuanian.
Kristaps Porzingis is from Latvia. Right.
He played for Lithuania.
Right. He's from where Dr. Doom is from.
Yeah.
I'm lying. I was being crazy racist right there. So, Brazdeikis is, an AP All-American honorable mention, Big Ten Freshman of the Year. What else? Second team All Big Ten, Big Ten All First Team. And like I said, he played with R.J. Barrett in Canada.
Yes, he did.
I saw him drop 24 against those North Carolina Tar Heels.
He did his thing.
All right, did his thing. I can't get mad at the pick. I'm not real big, I'm not even going to talk about that. So I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. But people that know me know what I'm about to say. I like him. I watched some highlight of him. I think he plays hard. He got a little swag to his game. As the young folks say, he got some drip to him. If I'm even using that correctly, I don't even know. But
a side note, I know this has nothing to do with sports. Ain't it amazing how you don't even need to take a generation for lingo to change like that?
Yeah.
We don't even know what the fuck someone talking about.
They call police 12. Why do they call them that?
I don't know.
No idea.
Hell, I remember I was sitting around with some buddies of mine. I was in my early 20s, and we was all getting together to play a couple of rounds of spades. And my friend's younger brother comes upstairs, and he tells me, "Yo, D, I saw you on the corner. You was flossing with that girl."
Excuse me?
Everybody at the table.
No idea.
Flossing.
What the fuck is that?
We had to ask him. It's apparently because I was smiling wide and showing my teeth, and I guess I was making her feel comfortable and whatnot. That was called flossing. I mind you,
goes to show you.
I was like 25, and I didn't know what the fuck he was saying.
Yeah, and how old was he?
It's like 19.
Yeah, not even that far apart. But yeah, I like Iggy. I thought we had a pretty solid draft.
No, you did. I got to be honest with you. I had to look up the Bulls' second round pick because after a while I couldn't stay up.
Right.
Okay. So apparently the Bulls took this kid from Arkansas at center, Daniel Gafford, with the 38 overall. Everybody's comparing him to Bobby Portis. I never wanted to see Bobby Portis leave. I understand why the Bulls did it last year. They needed to get assets. He didn't fit in with Boylan's scheme. But if you are comparing someone to
he had a
Bobby
fight with like the main dude.
Yeah, yeah. There's also the fight here with
Marketing.
Mirotic. Mirotic. So I get why there was bad blood there. He had to go. But if the main reason you shipped him off because he didn't fit into Boylan's system, then drafting a center that fits the profile Bobby Portis game doesn't make a lot of sense. Now, maybe it turns out for the better down the road. We'll wait and see on that one.
All right. So, what do you think? Who do you think is going to make the biggest impact their rookie year?
DeAndre Hunter.
Guys that are drafted.
DeAndre Hunter.
DeAndre Hunter from Virginia.
went to the Hawks with that 4th pick. I think, and don't get me wrong, I'm not saying the Hawks are playoff ready, but with the core young talent they got there, I think he's going to blossom. He's going to play a lot of minutes, and I think he's going to have a huge impact, especially teaming up with Trae Young.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough.
That you could be looking,
Right.
and it's early. You could be looking at a potential future Curry Clay combo.
Get the fucking no. Let me tell you something. Wait, hold up. DeAndre Hunter is to me he's what the NFL equivalent of. He's the NFL equivalent of. He's a high motor guy. Okay, which means that you aren't the best athlete in the world. You just do everything hardcore.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes, he does.
Those guys have a ceiling. And let me tell you, the ceiling is not very high. It's a low ceiling because these other guys who aren't high motor guys, they have something called freak athletic ability.
Granted.
And when you match up freak athletic ability with any kind of want to, them high motor guys can't do shit with you. So I wanted to say this guy Hunter, but I just don't think his athletic ceiling is high enough for me to say his. I said Ja Morant. I said Ja Morant is going to be the biggest impact guy. I mean, he can do it all in a team that kind of needs a point guard.
Well, I mean, they traded Mike Conley, so yeah.
And he can he can dish, and he can make it happen on his own. So I think he's just put in the perfect situation to where as though all his skills can come out and he can prosper. He's one of those athletic, freakish dudes that I'm talking about.
That he is. I'll give you that.
And he has the want to.
Mind you, Zion's former AAU running mate.
Yeah, exactly. But how much do you think they got paid for that shit?
Paid?
Paid.
They got paid?
You know they got paid. Come on, stop it. Stop it.
Well, I gave DeAndre Hunter. You gave Ja Morant.
Right.
My second or my runner-up as far as who will make the biggest impact this coming year is actually P.J. Washington from Kentucky going to the Charlotte Hornets. Reason I say that, because if Kemba does stay, you have the perfect person to just ease you right in there. I personally think there's no better role model for P.J. Washington than Kemba Walker in that situation.
Okay. I can see that. I can see that.
And remember, P.J. Washington got hurt during the NCAA tournament.
Right.
And that kind of cost Kentucky a chance to advance. P.J. Washington does get hurt. I think it was his ankle. Mm-hmm. Okay? We may be saying a different story about who finished in the title game. Kentucky was a legitimate contender for the title.
I don't know about that. I don't know about all that.
Okay.
Virginia wasn't playing this year. They wasn't playing.
Yeah, but P.J. Washington was not a factor. So, unfortunately, we'll never know.
I'll tell you who I thought had the best draft. Now, like I said, I'm not a big college basketball watcher. So, I watch really the tournaments, like the NCAA tournament and the conference tournaments leading up to it. But, I thought Boston Celtics had a fantastic fucking draft. Everybody they drafted, I knew a little bit about.
Yeah, given that they're losing a lot, they had to have.
And they killed.
And they did.
They drafted my man Romeo Langford from Indiana, who I've seen, I like him.
Yep.
Grant Williams from Tennessee, another All-American. I like him.
That was another big name during the tournament.
Yeah, he was. Yeah. He was. They also drafted one of my players of the tournament, Carson Edwards from Purdue, another All-American. You killed the draft, buddy. You killed the draft. I got to give it to you. I think that they what is it, Danny Ainge?
Yeah.
He plays chess, and everybody else plays fucking checkers, man. He's like the Ozzie Newsome
Now, but let's see.
of the NBA.
Let's see. With Kyrie and Horford most likely gone.
Oh, they're
done.
done.
We know Kyrie's gone.
Yeah,
okay? Horford's not re-signing because they ain't trying to give him that money. They're gone.
You're never seeing $30 million again, Al Horford.
No.
You're bugging.
Let's see what Ainge and Brad Stevens do with that team now.
Right.
Because Philly's going to be up there. If Kawhi stays in Toronto, they're going to be up there. Okay. Middlebrook, no Middlebrook. Milwaukee's going to be up there. Indiana's going to be up there. That's a lot of hurdles to jump. So we'll see what they can do with these picks and Brad Stevens' coaches.
But all you can do is, draft for the future and hope these guys pan out.
Very true.
You by adding a bunch of players and a bunch of players who, like I said, like 2 of them were All-Americans, and Langford was ridiculous. So you've added quality and quantity.
Yes.
There's nothing you can do but get better.
And free agency around the corner. So
and you have one of the best young coaches in the league. Brad Stevens.
Yeah.
So they should be fine. They should be fine. I think,
they should be.
Even though I hate it because I'm a Knicks fan and I can't stand the Celtics, but they'll be all right.
All right. Anything Boston, New York should not.
Yeah, I fucking hate them.
All
I
right.
fucking hate them all. So let me ask you something, man. I listen to a lot of DC radio.
That you do.
And they talk a lot about the Wizards. Should be the Bullets still. And Bradley Beal comes up a lot. Now, I have a friend, my man Doc. Doc likes the Wizards. Doc is a John Wall fan. John Wall is a fucking loser, by the way. Now, they have a situation that they have coming up in the next 2 years.
Yep.
Bradley Beal scheduled to make $27 million next year, $28 million a year after that. But then he's a free agent. Now, Bradley Beal has kind of ditched the stigma of being injury prone. Since the last couple of years, he wasn't.
He has.
He's been balling.
Big time.
Balling out of control. All right? He's in the team ball.
Hold up. Especially when
John Wall is
not on the court.
When John Wall's out of there. Especially then. All right? He plays... His game is more suited to team ball, but he could take it on his own when he wants to. What do you think they should do? Because they now are thinking of giving him a 3-year extension for $111 million, which is $37 million, per year after that.
I don't see Beal taking that. Because I think Beal is tired of being a runner-up to John Wall. He feels at this point that he is at the level of John Wall as far as what he does for the team. And if you look at what he's doing on the court when Wall ain't there, it's kind of hard to argue with the skills and the production. Does he deserve John Wall money? Maybe close to it.
John Wall doesn't deserve John Wall money. What?
Not at all.
So what are we talking about here? What are we talking about?
That's why I said, does he deserve John Wall money?
Okay.
I didn't say did John Wall deserve that money.
You mean, does he deserve max?
Does he deserve max?
No. There's only like 3 or 4 people that deserve max contracts.
But he ain't signing for no 3-year extension.
Nah, he's not.
Okay? He wants to maximize the most possible.
So then here's the thing. Let me ask you this. Why aren't the Wizards trading Bradley Beal? Why didn't they get Cam Reddish last night instead of the Japanese guy? What's his name? Roy whatever his name is. Roy Hachimura. Okay? Why did they get him?
We're going to get banned on YouTube.
I'm fine that they got him.
No,
right?
he's
going to be
good. He's going to be good.
I found him to be a little clumsy. Maybe that's the Japanese side coming out.
Well, again, remember, he didn't play basketball until, just a few years ago.
Right. Okay.
So, given all that, given that you got a scholarship, I mean...
You're right. You're right. He just started playing.
Yeah.
And he's killing.
He is.
So I can't get mad at him. That's why I said I didn't mind the pick. But you got to get rid of Bradley Beal. Even though you shouldn't have to, but you got to. You fucked yourself when you signed John Wall prematurely to the Supermax.
You know, this is ringing kind of true of what Houston's finding themselves in with Chris Paul.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
And regardless of whether they're rumors, regardless whether it's true or not, they're just rumors right now. Apparently, they've killed all that shit in Houston, or at least Chris Paul has. You really haven't heard James Harden's side. But when Houston decided to give Chris Paul that Supermax, now he's untradeable. Especially at his age. No one is trading for that contract at this age, okay? Absolutely no one. John Wall's going to be in that same category. Beal isn't going to want to stick around for that, okay?
Nah. You can't beat both of them.
But
put out a good team.
Because you don't have anyone really running the show in Washington, they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Now, they may very well have still gone with Hachimura last night.
They don't have a GM.
The only feasible reason they should hold on to Bradley Beal right now is because they're not going to have John Wall. That injury takes a while to come back from, regardless of his age. Takes a while to come back from.
He's not playing all next year.
No.
But I'm saying if that's the case, then you trade him and you plummet. You go all the way in. It's in the NBA, okay? You either win 50 games or you lose 50 games. There is no in between. This is 45 and 42, whatever the math ratio comes out to be.
You mean the Starbury years where you went 40 and 42 and made the AC?
Yeah. There is no point in doing that. You should either
or Chicago
lose or win.
Chicago in the last year we made the playoffs, I think we went 41 and 41.
Yeah, that's crazy. You're not going to help your team by doing that. You need to get rid of Bradley Beal, get a first-round pick for him, and maybe a player, who's decent, somebody you need. Because I'm not, like you said, I don't think you're getting 2 first-round picks for Bradley Beal.
No, you're not.
But you can get one and a player, okay?
Or at a stretch, 1, a 2, and a player.
There you go. All right. Even if you get that, but what you're going to do is you're going to wind up getting nothing for him. He's going to leave, and you're going to get nothing. And what's the point in that?
Absolutely none. So, the losers here at the end of the day are going to be the Washington Wizards.
Yeah.
Which, you're right.
Shame to say,
they
man.
should still be called the Bullets.
Still be called the Bullets. All right. Anything else as far as that goes? You want to get into some heroes and zeros?
Let's get into some heroes and zeros.
All right. You have any heroes?
I got no heroes this week.
I have 0 heroes. I do have a 0, though.
You know?
It's one of my favorites. How many zeros do you have?
I got 1 0. Okay. The only reason I'm not taking a hero, I wanted to take a hero, but he was already a hero early on in this segment we did. You know, you heard the whole John Cena San Diego Padre pitcher thing, where he bet this kid a couple of years back that he wouldn't make the major league roster as a pitcher. The kid made the roster the other night, and the original bet was $1. But not only $1, the man showed up and walked on the field and gave him the $1. Okay, so for those of you who may not follow baseball too tightly, a couple of years back, John Cena just happened to be in a steakhouse when he overhears a conversation with a then San Diego Padres prospect, who's basically in minor league pitching. His name is Logan Allen, and he was talking with a couple of agents. So as the story goes, Cena was trying to just verify that these two guys weren't trying to be a big time scam artist and rip the kid off. So when he kind of verified that the agents were okay, and he realized that the kid was still a minor leaguer, he bet him $1 that he would not make the major league roster. 2 years later, he pitched as a starter for the San Diego Padres, and John Cena showed up to watch the kid pitch. He won his rookie debut, by the way. He won his rookie debut.
Come on, man.
The following night, Cena, before the game started, Cena was out on the field, hands him $1, sign it, congratulations, and so on and so forth. I mean, you know what? It's not the amount of the bet; it's the fact that you showed up.
Yeah.
You lived up to your word.
Yeah, you can tell your son that. John Cena came
I
through and respected your pops. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Awesome.
So, yeah, that was a pretty good story.
Yeah, it's a pretty good story.
So I'll redact the fact that I didn't have a hero this week.
Yeah.
All right.
I have no heroes this week. I'm hating on everybody this week. Here we go.
Oh.
Here we go.
Wait. Get your haterade on.
Okay.
Get your haterade on.
Bad.
All right. Ain't nothing like some haterade.
Go ahead, because I think I got 2 now.
Oh.
Now that I thought about it.
Okay. All right. Haterade poured.
All right.
So who's your first Who's your first zero?
All right, our first zero. This is like spur of the moment. My zero. It's coming from my man Hodell Beckham, who never ever disappoints me when it comes to hoe ass shit. Hodell Beckham is running his mouth yet again about how he wasn't able to live his best life in New York, how he wasn't able to prosper.
You saw that?
How they weren't able to use him the way he was wanted to be used. You got 120 something targets in 12 games. They were pitching you the ball. They were throwing you the ball. They were giving you comebacks.
You were the offense.
You played a quarterback twice for 2 touchdowns.
Thank you.
The fuck are you talking about? What more do you want? Are you crazy?
He is.
Jesus
He
Christ.
is.
These fucking millennials.
I have not seen more fucking bitching from these millennials than you have seen in the last 4 or 5 years.
Yo, you've never heard me say anything about Hodell's game.
No.
That boy can play some football.
Absolutely.
I will never say nothing bad about that. But damn, son, your mentality is crazy.
But you know what I think the more amazing thing is? The most amazing thing is you're on a new team with potentially a future Hall of Fame quarterback, depending on his upscale. You have your best friend on the other side of the ball,
who's a baller.
Thank you. Okay, if you had to say right now who the 2 best receivers in the league right now, you're gonna get someone saying Beckham. You're gonna get someone saying Landry, but you're gonna be in the top 3.
Well, somebody says Landry. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
Well, I'm saying it. Okay.
Yeah.
Bottom line is,
Maker's Mark is saying
it is to make his mark. I don't give a fuck. My point is, you are set up to be on a winning team.
Don't forget the running backs.
How could you forget the running back? How could you forget the defense? Myles Garrett coming off the fucking blind side and he's gonna have probably fucking double-digit sacks this season if he stays healthy. Come on, it's ridiculous what you're set up for, but you can't stop tweeting about the Giants.
Talking about your ex, you sound like a hurt mate who's talking about their ex. I'm over them.
No,
you're not.
No. It's not just that he's over. You know what he sounds like? He sounds like that prick boyfriend that treat his woman like shit all the time. She finally had enough and said, bye, I'm gone with you. And he's over here whining, man, what am I going to do without my boo?
Right. Oh, fuck that bitch. Her pussy was dirty anyway.
Yeah, but then he go whining about it again later.
He whining about it constantly. Stop it, Hodell. Be on your new team. Be happy. You're gonna prosper. Hopefully, you don't bring your losing culture to that side of the game.
Wow, it really is amazing, and it's all millennial bullshit.
It's amazing, son.
So sticking with the millennial aspect of it, my zero is basically every fucking athlete within the last couple of years that have requested a trade, but in requesting a trade, they have also tried to sabotage their current fucking team.
It's the same thing. We were talking about the same shit.
Oh, but you know what? No. I will give Odell this. As much as he may have inadvertently said something negative about Eli, you never heard Odell saying, trade me.
Right.
Okay? So I'm going to give him a pass on that alone.
Well, he couldn't because they paid him.
Absolutely true. But he still could have done that.
He could have.
Right? He could have. And he did not.
He did not.
Now, the guys that have done this lately are the aforementioned Anthony Davis. I don't want to be here no more. Or you having your little puppet Rich Paul behind it. Yeah, he don't want to be here no more. He only wants to play in L.A. Antonio Brown. It's a cancer being in Pittsburgh. Ben Roethlisberger is running that place. I can't deal with him. He blames me for everything. You know who else is in this category? Kyrie. Kyrie Irving just 2 years ago. I can't play with LeBron. I can't do it no more. LeBron does this. LeBron does that. You know what? You got a ring because of LeBron. Because prior to LeBron coming back to Cleveland, you wasn't winning jack shit.
Probably the only ring you're ever gonna have.
Okay. And as much as he may have hit that game-winning shot, you ain't reaching the finals without LeBron.
Yeah. Let's not forget though, he taught LeBron to stop being so pussy.
Yeah.
And nothing.
All right.
Nothing.
And then I'm going to add my latest one, okay? And it's hard for me to say this because I enjoyed his tenure on the Chicago Bulls. But Jimmy Butler's going in this category for the shit that he pulled with Minnesota earlier this season, okay? Talking shit left and right. You went as far as having a pickup game with third stringers on your team, and then you bragged about it, all right? Anonymously bragged about how you and some third stringers beat the starters. Then you said, I can't play here anymore. And you made it to get to a point where the trade that they eventually did with Philly, although it netted them some role players, went Philly's way. Because last time I checked, Minnesota didn't make the fucking playoffs. You were one game away from the Eastern Conference. No. You were one play away from the finals. No. You went right. My bad. Yeah, you're one game away from the Eastern Conference Finals. Which, I'm sorry, as much as I was rooting for Milwaukee, Philly would have beaten Milwaukee. I think Philly would have beaten Milwaukee.
Possibly, yeah, possibly.
So Butler, Irving, Antonio Brown, Anthony Davis, you're a bunch of fuckboys right now. Because none of you decided to live up to the contract that you signed, saying, I'm going to play for this team. Now, the one exception is Jimmy Butler, because he didn't sign the contract with Minnesota. He signed that contract with the Chicago Bulls. But do you really think you're helping your cause by bitching and moaning that much during the middle of the season? It's no different than what Carmelo did back in the day with Denver. Only difference is Carmelo didn't have Twitter. Because if he had Twitter, we'd be talking about that shit too.
Yeah, we will be talking about that shit. You'd like me to comment on that?
Go right ahead.
Okay. I'll go ahead and disagree with you there, Dave. And I'm going to tell you why, man. Fucking... And it's only to a certain point. It's when you bring it to the... When it comes out in public and you start publicly, trying to get your freedom. That I don't like. But
which for these four examples,
those are all public situations.
Yes.
Which is why I said to a point.
Right.
I understand that. But as far as everybody else, I mean, these fucking owners and shit these team officials, they don't honor no contracts. In the NFL, they trade you and drop you all the time.
Yes, but you see, I didn't include no NFL players here.
You said Antonio Brown.
I stand corrected. Once again. No.
That was one of your first mentions.
Okay. No, we ain't getting this again.
That's hitting like that fucking Conor McGregor shit.
Woo!
Anyhow, yeah. So that's the only way I disagree because like I said, the players, the owners and the league reps, they don't honor their contracts. They trade you for all types of shit. They told Boogie Cousins he was traded during a fucking press conference. Somebody whispered in his ears.
All-Star Weekend.
Yeah, somebody whispered. Now I don't fuck with Boogie, but that's not how you handle no grown ass man. That's fucked up. You can't do that to somebody.
But as bad as the Sacramento Kings were during his entire time there, you never heard Boogie come out saying, "I want to be traded."
No, you never did.
Okay?
You never did. He was an asshole while he was there. Though.
Huge asshole.
Let's not go ahead and
come on.
Boogie skews.
The man was the next version of Wallace.
Who?
Rasheed Wallace. Rasheed Wallace used to get teed up left and right.
He did. But the difference is Rasheed Wallace did everything you wanted him to do on the court of basketball.
But I'm talking about
right.
Whatever got him teed on the court. Okay?
That's fine.
That's what Boogie
I can
does.
deal with that if you do everything I ask you to do.
Yeah.
And Rasheed Wallace do. That's the difference, Jermaine. Boogie don't do shit you ask him to do. He do what he want to do. All right? Okay, so here we go for my my last zero of the day. My last zero of the day.
You don't want to hear exhale like that. It's going to be a good one.
Is one that, hurts me. Not hurt me. It brings me pleasure to my soul and spirit. Because I hated it when my team, the New York Knickerbockers, drafted this fucking Frenchman croissant dipping half a fucking sissy. Okay?
Woo!
This guy named Frank Ntilikina. Okay? On his football reference page, on his basketball reference page, they call him the franchise? Who calls you that? Hostess? Who calls you that? Who calls you that? Anyway,
that's his calling name when he's playing Call of Duty
right?
online.
Or during opposite day.
Yeah.
That's your name. So Frank Ntilikina, Frank Nitty, all right? You don't even deserve the Frank Nitty title.
No.
Frank Ntilikina, croissant dipper, pinky in the air, coffee drinker, all right? Fired his agent last month because why, Dave?
Hit him.
Because he was unhappy with not getting the big endorsement deals compared to the other people who were drafted in the lottery. All right. Now who are these? He was drafted in 2017, by the way.
What endorsements does he want? What the fuck is he gonna? First of all, you don't play enough minutes.
Hold on. You feel disrespected, do you, Frank? Okay, you average 21 minutes per game since you've been in the league.
Hit him.
You average 5.9 points, 2.2 rebounds, 3.1 assists. Who is going to give you an endorsement deal with those feeble numbers? I can get on the court and grab 2 rebounds. I may not be able to score 6 points. I'll give you that. But that's your one lucky 3-point shot that you make, all right? And then you get to the hole once, all right? Because you've mustered up the courage to finally drive it to the hole because you have no fucking handle. And to be honest with you, your defense ain't crazy neither.
Nope.
Where do you get the balls, the unmitigated gall to say that you want an endorsement deal? With who? With who? With fucking Costco over their fucking croissants?
No. He wants an endorsement with Dunkin' Donuts. He want to be sitting up there going, "Hi, I'm Frank Ntilikina. Since I sit on the bench most of the time, I enjoy my time during the game drinking a Dunkin' Donut coffee, and I dip my croissant in the coffee.
Right there in the coffee.
It's almost like having a cruller because it's sweet.
And you're not sweet. You're a bum. You're a bum.
Again, millennial fucking bullshit. You ain't earned it, but you want it.
You've earned nothing.
By the way, remind me, how many endorsements did Unicorn had when he was in New York?
I don't even know.
I don't remember seeing no fucking commercials for him.
I don't remember seeing any. And he was 1,000 times better than you.
Okay. How many commercials Carmelo had while he was in New York?
I don't remember seeing any.
All right, for such a big key player in the NBA, for someone who's one of the top scorers and actually had a scoring title, and I think his second year with the Knicks. How many commercials you saw Carmelo in?
I don't remember seeing much.
But how many commercials you saw Allen Houston in?
None.
How many commercials you saw Patrick Ewing in? John Starks, Charles Oakley, the guys that actually made a difference and put the Knicks on the map in the 90s, because Lord knows it had been so long since the championships of the 70s. And you over here, you sitting on the bench riding, playing less than 6 minutes a game, and you talking about endorsements?
Big ass, ape-armed, dry-lipped, fucked up haircut ass Frenchman. What the fuck is you talking about? What are you talking about? You better get real. You know who was in your classes, these draft picks, these lottery picks you talking about?
Hit him.
Jason Tatum.
Better.
Laurie Marketing.
Better.
Dennis Smith Jr.
Better.
Donovan Mitchell.
Way better.
Luka Doncic.
No, Doncic was last year.
Yeah, I'm saying. He's not saying in his actual class. He's saying
Okay.
in the lottery period.
Okay. Luka Doncic is a future all-star.
Trae Young.
Future all-star.
You had a Latvian leave you because he didn't want to play with your bum ass and go over to Luka Doncic.
Oh, by the way, that Latvian was an all-star.
Unlike you, who will only be the all-star in croissant dipping. You are terrible.
No.
I've seen numerous games where you've been in for over 15 minutes
Wait.
and had a 0 stat line.
You gotta do the Coming to America. That boy good.
That boy good.
Good and terrible.
Good and terrible. Sexual fucking chocolate you are. That's what I'm gonna call you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call you whatever that guy's name is. I forget the guy's name from
Randy Johnson.
Randy Johnson.
Let's get a hand.
That's who you are.
Put your hands together for Randy Johnson.
Frank Ntilikina, a.k.a. Randy Johnson, from what you call it, Heights, wherever he was from, some part in Queens. I forget. I don't know Queens too well. Whatever. You're horrible. Don't ever fix your mouth to say anything.
He played Joe the Policeman on that episode of That's My Mama.
That's my
You know it's kicking in when we Coming to America.
Yo, for y'all who don't know what we're talking about,
That's a funny
change
ass
the
fucking
fucking
movie.
channel. You clearly not funny enough to be on this station. But yeah, man, fucking Frank Ntilikina, you're the worst, man. Shut up, collect your paycheck, and go back to France and eat corn frit or whatever nasty ass French food is out there. French food is fucking disgusting, by the way. I hate you, Frank Ntilikina. Total waste. And we should have drafted Dennis Smith, and we had to trade to get this bum. Oh my God, son. I'm done. End of my sports rant.
All right. So that's it for this episode. We may be back one more time because, as we said earlier, free agency is just a couple of weeks away. Training camp for NFL is going to start before you know it.
Yeah,
you know what?
Yankees in first place.
If Yankees are first, Yankees. By the way, as much as they may not be going anywhere, okay, and they not, I gotta give this kid from the Mets, Pete Alonso, some props.
He's getting busy.
He's probably gonna be Rookie of the Year if he keeps this shit up.
He's getting busy.
Already broke Darryl Strawberry's home run rookie season record. Okay, I like this kid. It's unfortunate he's on the Mets. Pete, when you're up for free agency, run. Because they didn't do David Wright no fucking favors.
Oh, did they not do him any favors? They paid him a bunch of money.
No, they paid him, but did they surround David Wright with the talent to win?
They're incompetent.
Okay?
They can't.
So, Pete, you're a good player.
David Wright ain't doing no favors being fucking hurt all the time.
You know, but more ineptitude with the Mets because they fired their pitching coach earlier this week. And they hired an 82-year-old who retired from the minors in 2015.
Jesus.
82-year-old is your pitching coach. Yeah, I guess I had another zero.
Do you know how old Muhammad Ali was when he fought Joe Louis? Wait,
no. Joe Louis was 176 years old. I don't know how old he was, but he got his ass whooped.
He got his ass whooped. There they go. All right.
Woo. Anyway, as always, he's Dave. This
man.
was a sports rant. We have a good time here. Lift the glass, brother. Peace. We out.